What's up, everybody? Back with another Honkai Star Rail video. In today's video, we are going to talk about reruns. So, as we know from the official live stream, we are going to start having reruns next update, which is going to be 1.4. So, as of me recording this video, it is 10 days, 11 hours. So, pretty much, right? Just round it around. Let's just say 10 days, right? So, 10 days, then we will start having reruns every patch. That means that there are going to be 3 characters to summon for and 3 light cone banners. Who knows if they're going to start releasing them. It looks like, by the way, Zayla is going to be in part 2 based off of the 4-star character. I'm not too sure if they're always going to do it in part 2 or they're going to do it in part 1 as well. But that means that if you are free to play, you have a bit more, I would say, options, or you have to ponder who you want to summon for more carefully than before. So for like this update, right? If you lacked a DPS, Danheng. If you lacked a sustain unit, Fushuan. Pretty simple stuff, right? Or if you were satisfied with what you had, or didn't care to summon, or were saving for the next patch, right? You just didn't summon, right? Now it's going to be a bit harder because sometimes you could get really lucky and you can get both characters, right? Heck, some people get lucky and they get 2 characters and a light cone, or they just get all of them, right? Obviously, it's a gacha game. It depends on your luck. But most of the time, you're able to at least snag 1 5-star. At least. As long as you didn't get completely rolled, lose 50-50, all that stuff, right? The updates give a good amount of currency. But now that there are reruns, there are 3 banners, right? Now, this isn't going to be a huge deal, right, when Zayla returns, because all 3 characters are DPSs, so you kind of just, okay, if I still need a DPS, or I want to, update my DPS, you just pick which one you want to summon for, and you go for it, right? We're not at a point where, like, oh, Zayla's unrunnable, never user kind of thing, right? So that's not really a big issue, but now, if we get into a thing of, hey, I need a sustain unit and a DPS, or like, hey, I need like this type of unit, like a buff unit, and they release like the best DPS, Luocha, and then they drop like Silver Wolf or something like that, right? In theory, like they said, those are the 3 banners. Realistically, if you need all 3, or you just want to upgrade your characters, you're not going to be able to get all 3 of the characters, not even thinking about their light cones. All right, the way it is now, it's pretty much just like, okay, Fushuan's light cone, Fushuan, Fushuan's light cone is kind of a bad case scenario here, but sometimes people will just go for the light cone if they have, like, say, a 4-star character, or they have a 5-star character that it works really well with. People do that all the time in Genshin, and I'm sure people do it all the time in Star Rail as well. Yeah, no, it's looking kind of rough, not gonna lie. I'm not free to play myself. I spend a little bit, so I think I'll be okay, but I can't imagine trying to go for all the characters in one patch update, and that's considering the fact as well that they could just straight up bring in 2 reruns every single patch and have 2 different banners every update, one for the first part and then one for the second half. So for example, let's say we get to Jinglu and Topaz. Jinglu has Silver Wolf, and the next one after that would be Zayla, something like that, right? It's gonna be kind of rough. Obviously, characters are going to fall off though and not be as good. So if you care about that kind of stuff, you don't need to summon for the old characters. Like when the next pass with Argenti comes out, it's probably going to have Jingyun on it as well, and more than likely Argenti is going to be better than him. He's kind of the worst 5-star premium character that we have so far. People are like, oh, well, he's not that bad. I know, he just doesn't perform as well as the other characters. I promise you, I have the unit, I use him, he's still good, he still gets stuff done. No character in Star Rail is awful, except for Arlen. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm not talking about in a meta standpoint. I'm talking about in a how well can you save your currency. Unfortunately, Star Rail is one of those gacha games where you can't have every character, you can't summon on every banner and be okay. At some point, you're going to have to really think about your team composition, and in the future, if they decide to ump the difficulty into super hard levels, you're going to really have to think about your team comp, as some teams might not cut it, 4 stars might not cut it, and maybe even some day 1 5 stars like Jeopard or Bronya might not cut it at that point. Obviously, we're not there, but you know, gotta look to the future for stuff like this. Let me know what your thoughts are on rerun banners in the comments. Are you excited for them? Do you wish they waited a bit longer? Also, I think the next patch is a week shorter than normal. I've been seeing some stuff on that. I haven't checked it myself, but if that's true, also less time to consider. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Star Wars content. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Also, really quickly, I'm just going to do a summon because I have an itch. Alright, boom. Pila. Alright, I can't use that. Anyway, I don't know. I just had an itch to summon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.